minutes before I have to go catch my train, which coincidentally goes through by like goes by there around there. So you might hear loud noises in the live if some train passes by in this time. So my apologies for that. We got pretty old trains here, and the railway also is curved more than it should be. So the trains then need to uh, put on the brakes more than they should, and so being that they are old and that they need to hit the brakes harder uh, leads to excessive noise, and so I apologize for that in advance if it happens. But in other news, I just, as per usual, wanted to say had some extra time, wanted to see how you folks are doing. If people join in, we'll chat about things that you guys want to talk about. If not, I'll just mention a few things, and that will be that. Takes about 2 minutes or so for people to drop in, if they do. But so I'm just trying to fill the air in that time and also mention a few things along the way. So I usually say these things like that. I've just got a bit of time after work and hurrying to do this and da 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 da. But everybody's got some things that they need to do, be it work, be it studies, school, university, or anything else. So it's not easy to find time for other things, like to organize your day when you're busy like that. So I was just wondering, what is it that you folks do or like to do, or how do you find the time to do it? Uh, for example, uh, hopefully you hear that singing in the background. I can't locate the little fella, but he's about there somewhere. But yeah, anyway, going to work early in the morning, then commuting back, getting home, and then doing whatever chores are needed to be done, or maybe hitting the gym, anything like that, and then uh, getting dinner, preparing for tomorrow, showers, all that takes time, and it's hit the repeat button. So there's very little time left in the day, in the working day, for things that we like to do. So I was wondering if you folks would share what you like to do when you have free time during the work day or the school day. When it's the weekend, we've got a lot of free time and we can organize ourselves differently, but when it's a working day, it's more challenging. And so, yeah, that's why I was wondering if anybody would share and say what it is that they like to do. Me, I would either go to the gym or go outside for an hour and 30 minutes at least. Uh, but I also try and cram in a live here and there when there's time. And so now I've got about, I'm going to check, but about 20-ish minutes until I have to catch my train. So yeah, that's the amount of time that I guess this live will last until I have to zoom out. But yeah, if anybody has any kinds of questions they would like to ask, any kinds of topics that they would like to discuss or would like me to share my opinion on, feel free to leave your comment, observation, question in the comments. And yeah, there's a train passing by right there, so it might get a bit loud. My apologies for that in advance. And hopefully you're having a nice Tuesday. It's lovely weather here. Not sure if you can see it, but yeah, nice blue sky. and I'm hoping that you've got the same kind of weather and that it's maybe even a bit less hot than it is here at the moment. When it's nice and cool, it's fine to do anything, but when it's hot, at least people can go swimming, for example, or to the beach, so that's good. Longset comment said hi. Hello there. Thank you for joining and for leaving your comment, for being active in the chat. Thank you for liking the video as well. If you have any kinds of questions, observations, any kinds of comments, feel free to leave them here. It's longest comment. Oh, my apologies. I read it too quickly. So yeah, longest comment is leaving a comment here. And yeah, apologies for reading it the wrong way. Yeah. So if you have any kind of topic or question or observation, feel free to leave it, and we'll go with that. It's K says longest comment. That's cool. That's good. Thank you for your understanding, and hopefully you're having a great day or evening, depending on where you are. And yeah, we can talk about anything. I usually tend to talk about exercise, fitness, things like that, if nobody has things that they would like to discuss. So I was thinking of just saying a few things in regards to like making a fitness plan. It's something that should fit you and the way you like to work out, and that can mean anything. Like it could mean going to the gym, or it could be playing sports, or doing calisthenics, or anything else. But the important thing is that you enjoy it and that you can be consistent in it. That's the first thing. Then you can work on improving the fitness plan. But if you get like someone tells you you need to do this, this, and this, and you don't like it and you're not going to do it, it's not going to do a lot of good. So getting something that you enjoy first, and then slowly implementing other things within your workout to further benefit you is a better approach, at least in my opinion. And we should see that it's at least 3 to 4 times a week, and it should contain cardio as well as some resistance training or weightlifting in some sense to increase muscle mass, bone density, strength, things like that. So I'm just talking in generals here because it depends on who's gonna watch, but it obviously going into more specifics would mean having a specific issue that someone wants. Some people want to achieve more muscle mass, other people want to have more strength, more explosiveness, some people want to lose weight, and so on. So it all depends on what your goals are, but it's easy to achieve your goals once you have a nice plan, and once you have a good time with the activity, workout, exercise that you are involved in. So yeah, that's just some, I think, common sense, but people might think that it's more rigid, that people need to just follow one set plan. They go to like a fitness coach, he or she tells them it needs to be like this, and then they try to follow it, and sometimes they, or a lot of the time, they don't follow through because they don't feel that they can, or maybe they don't have the willpower to do so. And that's why having a plan that you like, at least to some extent, is easier to follow, and then the more consistent you are, the more benefits you'll get from it. So that's at least from my standpoint a no-brainer. So don't try and fit one system. There's a lot of different systems when it comes to activities and exercises, and try to find one that suits you best. That's basically it. hopefully that can help someone. If specifics are needed, we can obviously dive into them, and I like doing so. But that's just in general. And it would also be of benefit if you were to follow first the whatever exercise, sport, wherever you're doing, to first try and master the movement of that set exercise or sport activity. And then when your movement is good enough, when you're efficient, then increasing whatever it is, the intensity, the weight, the difficulty uh, comes next, and that way you get the gains that you wanted, be it muscle gains, be it strength gains, speed gains, and anything else that you're aiming for. So that's that. Just covering fitness a little bit. And something I usually put or talk about fitness a little bit each segment in each, a different segment in each live, just to get it out there, because that's something I'm interested in. But there's all kinds of other topics that I also enjoy, and this one is something that could benefit others, so that's mainly why I talk about it. But other things that I'm interested in might not benefit people that much, but might people might be interested in talking about them. So I'm up for that as well. So yeah, if anybody has any kinds of questions, suggestions, observations, opinions, or anything else, feel free to leave it in the comments, and we'll discuss it. But yeah, that's pretty much it for what I wanted to share when it comes to making a fitness plan or exercise plan or plan towards improving your physical state and health overall, I guess. So yeah, getting a plan that you can stick to, or at least be anywhere close to sticking to it, is good. If you're gonna have a great plan that's very difficult, but you're gonna bail probably within like a month or so, then it's not gonna do much for you in the long run. And you should be in it for the long run, because like with dieting or anything else, it's something that should be done for a prolonged period of time, hopefully like throughout your life. But it would depend on the exercises, on your age and all that. So you would change the exercises that you're doing and the style of how you're exercising depending on your age and ability and so on. But it's definitely something like you should be active throughout your life, so that you could enjoy the things that you do enjoy more and without any kinds of problems later on. Dim said, Jordy, with the same emoji, or what would that be, like a profile? So yeah, that's an opinion. Okay. What do you like more, calisthenics or gym workouts? Asks Doman Jesu. Good question. I at first I enjoyed calisthenics more, and then I went more on the side of gym workouts or weightlifting, and now at the moment I'm like somewhere in the middle. I love to, for example, go out. There's a relatively nearby here, I guess relatively close. There's a sports center, and I like to go there, have some sprints or a jog, and then do calisthenics like pull-ups, dips, and so on. But then again, for achieving some other muscle growth, I hit the gym to focus on some particular muscle groups. So I would say doing both is the best approach. However, if you enjoy one more than the other, then it's up to you to follow that, and maybe just integrate the other one a little bit. For example, like Gym goers usually are not that great at pull-ups, but it's a great exercise. So they do some other variations of pull-ups with the weights. And for some people, that's understandable because maybe they're too heavy to lift themselves off the ground. But pull-ups are one of the essential exercises overall for the upper body. So definitely something that should be done. And yeah, if I go, for example, to the gym, if I'm doing a back day, I'm still going to do pull-ups at the gym, incorporate that with some other exercises as well. But for now, I guess I'm 50-50. Although, because calisthenics are done outdoors and there's very few gyms that are outdoors, I would say that's better for me because I like being outside rather than inside. And I guess it's a bit healthier as well if you're, unless you're on the road or near the road, then it's not. But if you're in like a forest or you have like greenery like it is behind me, then it's better. Jordi Alba says hi. Hello, Jordi Alba. Thank you for joining us, and thank you, folks, for liking the video. Thank you for subscribing as well. Whoever subscribes, I'm very much in your debt, or I very much appreciate it. It helps me a lot, so thank you for that as well. And yeah, feel free to leave your comments and observations, anything like that, in the chat. Domand Jesu says, I used to do a lot of calisthenics. Excellent. Like, there's huge benefits to calisthenics. Like, one thing that I really enjoy, or I really admire, or that is of really good benefit, let's say, when it comes to calisthenics, is that compared to the gym, for example, there's you're less likely to get injured when you do calisthenics at first, like as a beginner, than you are as a beginner gym goer. Because at the gym, you might do an exercise the wrong way, get too heavy a dumbbell, let's say, or any other weight, and it could fall on you, and there's all kinds of things that could go wrong, and you could risk injuring yourself that way as a beginner. Again, when you get more used to the weights and all that in the gym, then you know what to do, and there's less risk of that. But as a beginner, calisthenics are much safer that way because you are just working with your own body weight, and you progress through that, and you could also progress quite quickly, like when you're doing pull-ups, for example. So excellent for that. Excellent for also, for example, shoulder mobility. You could increase your shoulder mobility quite well with pull-ups, and like there's skin the cat and all kinds of other calisthenic movements that can help with that. Oh, great for posture, great for, also there's like a lot of, you could do cardio in the gym as well, but doing calisthenics boosts your cardio quite a lot as well if you do it regularly and fast. I have some calisthenics rings at home, so I can just bring them where I want and hang them. Yeah, that's also a great point. You could do calisthenics almost anywhere, especially with equipment like that. You need very little equipment, or if you have obviously a bar or something, anywhere you could do that. And with calisthenics, you can hit the whole body, so that's really great. It's just that the gym helps you target certain muscles if you need to target them, and also it can help you with more hypertrophies for some people, like if you're a lightweight in some way, if you're like let's say 180 centimeters tall, or 180, and you weigh, let's say, 73-4 kilos. That's quite you're on the light side. So, and if you do a lot of pull-ups and pull-ups come easy to you, then doing weightlifting can help you improve your weight gains faster. So gaining weight with going to the gym is easier, or can be easier that way. So yeah, great that you're into calisthenics, and you can always get back to them. You can always do them at home, and if you don't have enough time, having like a pull-up bar at home is a great way because to do it. I could do 78 push-ups before. Awesome. 78 push-ups, really great. That's a good combo. Like excellent way to increase push-ups is just by doing push-ups like with anything else. But the thing that I really love about push-ups is that you can change them. They can vary quite a lot. Like you can do a wide push-up, you could do one where there's very narrow push-up, diamond push-ups. You could do push-ups with your hands here or there, so you hit all the areas of your chest. There's like typewriter push-ups for, like there's typewriter pull-ups, so you also hit your triceps differently, you hit your shoulders, all that. And 78 push-ups in a row is really great achievement. It's a good standard to set for yourself. So I'll if I continue, I'll be late for my train. So unfortunately, I'll have to end this here. Oh, and I'll read your comment. Sorry, but now I lost my motivation because it was winter, and but I'm getting my motivation back because it's summer. Yeah, motivation is hard to come by sometimes, especially in winter. So if you can do something, for me at least, it helped that I changed my workout. So in winter I would do something else. I'd look and see what I can change. Maybe going to the gym, maybe adding different exercises, so that it just so that I can keep going. And then obviously, if you work out in winter as well in summer, you'll have much better shape for than the summer, maybe for the beach or the pool if you're going there, or anything like that, if that is your goal. But overall, it's good for your overall health. So good to work out in winter, obviously, as well, especially because we have less movement in winter usually. We're more sanitary. We sit a lot. So anyway, sorry, I'll have to end the stream now to catch the train. Thank you very much for your time and for being active here. Hope you enjoyed the stream, and hope to see you again soon, and see you next time. Take care.